We're going to keep it short and sweet tonight. There's just a couple of things on the agenda. First, I will tell you the culmination of my scam story that I started last night, that everything is resolved with that, at least for the time being. And then I'm going to show you 4 items that I picked up today on my lunch break at the thrift store. And then I only have one order to pack tonight, and it is a stinker. So we're going to pack that, and then that's going to be it. So yeah, let's keep it quick. Let's not spend any time talking. Let's just get right to work. So while I'm showing you this new stuff that came from the thrift store today, I'll tell you what happened with the scam attempt. So if you don't know the story, basically I sent an item to a buyer. It was a first-time buyer. They had no sales or no purchase history at all on eBay. They just created their account pretty much just before buying this item, and it was a bottle of Loctite. And I have a bunch of these around, so I've been making a lot of sales of this Loctite, and so this one didn't seem unusual in any way. The guy bought it. I think it was like $48, $50, something like that. And then when he received it, he said it was bad, that it was the wrong color, it smelled bad, and that it was watered down. Okay, so the first thing I got today from the thrift store was this mug. Like I bought some mugs there in the past, and I was just talking about that a couple of days ago, that I usually don't look at mugs, but this store just has a small selections of mugs, so it's easy to look at them and get some kind of an idea if there's anything cool there. So this is a Swedish import. If you've ever seen these painted horses, they're called Dala-horses, little wooden carved horses. It's a Swedish traditional art form. They also make roosters, and they don't look exactly like this, but similar. And this is definitely Swedish style. Those Dala-horses can be quite valuable. So I saw this Swedish rooster mug, and I thought, well, it might be something. And it's from a company called Berg, Bergquist, Bergquist Imports. They're based out of Minnesota. I think there's a lot of Swedes in Minnesota. It was only $1. It's not a real big seller. I don't see any sales history of this exact one, but similar ones sell for like $17 to $21. So I'll try to get $19.99 for that. So I sent this guy the Loctite. He said it was bad. I have 30-day free returns, no questions asked returns. So he wanted to do a return. I hit yes and accepted it. And then I got a notification that his item had been delivered back to my house, and I was going to check it out and give him his refund. But when I got here and I found the package, it was just a very small envelope with nothing in it. So I think this is a pretty well-known scam, like a return scam, because as far as eBay knows, they're going by a tracking number. So they know I gave him a shipping label. That shipping label arrived on my porch. They don't know what was in there. They don't know anything. All they know is they've got tracking that says it was that it was delivered. So I pretty much immediately put in a claim. I filed a report against him as a misuse of the return policy, and I also said there was a problem with the return and started this whole process. Basically 2 separate processes. All right, the next thing that I got today was this set of dominoes. Like, I know there are some old dominoes that are worth a lot of money. I didn't think that was probably the case with these, but this was $3. It doesn't seem that fancy, but I looked up this brand, Cardinal by Domino. I found a few sets that looked similar to this with this exact kind of case, and they were selling between like $35 and $40, maybe $35 and $55. I think I saw one that might have been as high as like $54.99. But anyway, this one was only $3. It turns out I didn't pay like hardly anything for this stuff because the clothes I'm about to show you were on sale today. And then I had a lot of loyalty points from their loyalty program. So I think I spent like $5 for the 4 things I'm going to show you today. Anyway, I don't know much about dominoes, so it looks to me, I got the impression that this was probably not a complete set because it has like enough room for another layer of tiles here. And there's one here that doesn't seem likely. So there are 85 tiles here. I did a little bit of research, and I decided that a full set is supposed to be 91. The other ones that I saw that were more expensive, like the $45 ones, had 3 rows of dominoes like this, so it would have been like 120 some. I'm not sure how. I don't know really like what the rules are of dominoes, if you have to have a certain amount of tiles or what, but I think there's supposed to be 91 here. There's only 85. I thought I was going to sell this for $45, but now I'm thinking I'll probably just get like 20 bucks for it. I'm not really sure, so I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. But the price tag says $3. I probably, let's see, I paid like 5 and change for these 4 things, so just barely over $1 I paid for that. So where was I? The item arrived. I reached out to eBay and filed this claim, these two claims, or these 2 cases. They started an official case about the empty envelope return, and I thought just to be safe I would reach out to eBay through their Facebook page. You can contact them by Facebook Messenger. I haven't used that much in the past. I usually, if I have a problem, I just call and talk to somebody, or I get them to call me. But the reason why I wanted to talk to somebody is because I have a second return for these for another bottle of Loctite, and it's the same situation where it's a first-time buyer who just recently created their account, and then in their return they also said this, it seems like it's watered down. And I've sold probably 8 or 10, maybe even 12 of these bottles, and I haven't had any complaints about them. So just the fact that they said watered down in both return cases made me think this might be a scam too. So I wanted to reach out to eBay and kind of just get the ball rolling, like let them know I'm going to be contacting you if I have a problem. And they basically said, if it gets returned, just refund the money and then immediately file a, basically say as like a wrongful decision case and ask them to reimburse you for it. And we'll be able to look at it and see that there was, obviously this was a scam, and we'll give you your money back. So I don't really like that answer that I got from them, but I wasn't too worried about it. It's not like it's $1 billion, you know. A lot of people online, I posted this on a Facebook group, and several people there were telling me I should be calling the police and I should be submitting evidence to the Postal Service and maybe even call the FBI. And I was like, they were talking about 40 plus 48. So we're talking about $98. I don't think the FBI is going to be too excited about dealing with this. But also, I don't know how to do any of those things. I don't know how to file a police report, and I don't want to spend the time on it to get back 40 bucks. The only thing I care about is making sure I don't lose that money, or trying my best to not lose that money. So, okay, the next thing I got here is just a thermal underwear, long sleeve shirt. It is brand new. It's still in the package of Hanes. It has a date on it of 1993. So again, I think she charged me $2 for this. It has a $4 price tag on it, so I really don't know what was going on. But I've had pretty good luck with vintage underwear, like normal, like with tidy whities, or even like women's underwear, bras and stuff. So why wouldn't I try this? I grabbed it. I was happy to pay $4 for it, but she only charged me $2, so that's good. And I think it's worth about $24.99. I saw one exact one listed like this that sold already for $24.99, so I'll go for that. Maybe it's like the other one I saw was a much smaller size. This one's 2XL. That one was a medium. Maybe I should try to get a little bit more on it, but whatever. I'm not going to be greedy. $24.99 will be fine. So yeah, I didn't really like the answer that I got from the eBay Messenger on Facebook, but I figured I would just do what they said. So I was going to refund the first buyer and then file the appeal to say I didn't really think it was right and see what happened. But since the case was already opened, I couldn't even refund the money. But sometime overnight while I was sleeping, I got a response from eBay to the official case that I opened, and they basically just said, we're citing in your favor. We see that this is probably a scam, and we're going to give you your money back. And they said, like, we can't give you any details about the buyer and what we're going to do with that, but rest assured our team is looking into that person. So another reason why I wanted to do something is because I don't want this person just pulling this scam over and over again. So hopefully they'll cancel that account. Maybe they'll be able to look at IP addresses or something and keep that person from scamming anybody else. So I know I keep saying that I am going to stop buying clothes, and I do mean it, but I saw this shirt on the rack there, and I a lot of times wear sort of like Western, like plaid Western shirts. You've seen them. I'm wearing one tonight underneath this sweater. But I don't wear this kind, but I do, like, I have some affinity for this style of clothes. I would never wear something this audacious. But I saw it. I never heard of this brand, but it looks fancy. It feels quality. You know, you pick this shirt up and it weighs about 3 times as much as you think it would weigh just from looking at it. So I did a little research. I just looked up Scully Western shirts, and I didn't see this exact one yet, because there are quite a few of these listed and quite a few sold. But there are ones that have this elaborate embroidery on the shoulders and on the back that have sold for up to like $150. I think this one is not as fancy as those, and maybe is not worth quite as much. But it is more like, this is a shirt that you don't have to be dressing up to wear it. You know, you're not doing something fancy. You can wear this day to day, go to work in this, I guess. And maybe that gives it a little bit more possibility for more people to buy it. So I think I'm going to try to list this at 90. And again, it was supposed to be $6. I guess it must be Wednesday all clothes is $2, because she gave this to me for $2 and she gave this to me for $2. So yeah, this is a good shirt and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a size large, so that's good too. Like, it's not, I think it would be better if it's extra large. Probably more people wear an extra large, but at least it's not a size small. That would be a little bit harder to find a person to buy it. But I'm going to try to get this listed pretty quickly. Today is the 22nd, so it's probably too late. But I was thinking, like, maybe somebody will buy this for, you know, they want to be a cowboy for Halloween, and I should get this listed as soon as possible. But yeah, I think it's already probably too late for that. We're only 9 days away from Halloween. Somebody would have to buy it basically tonight in order to get it on time. So yeah, that's everything I got today. Well, I just put the receipt away. I spent $5.87 on these 3 things. So let's say, on these 4 things, we'll say $6. Pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with this purchase, and I'm happy enough that I'm planning to just keep going to that thrift store more often. Like, I've got that good ceramic sculpture yesterday that I think will sell for like $400. I paid $45 for it. And then today I got this $100 shirt for $2. So I used to just go there every 2 weeks, and then I was going every week. Now I think I'm going to go there 4 times a week, just pop in there on my lunch break and check it out. So that's everything. And then I'm pretty happy right now with eBay's response. They have released my money. It's like $58. I don't have to worry about that again. That first person is probably going to get banned. They'll probably just make a new account and start over, scamming somebody else. But at least I tried. And then we'll see how this other return goes. Right now, it's still waiting for the buyer to return the items, and I feel like they're just not going to do it. So, all right, that's good. Now we'll just go unpack the one order that came in and then just be done for tonight. So yeah, this is it. The one order, just this dumb old Craftsman wrench, and it sold for $9.99. And I made the mistake of promising the buyer that I would ship it via FedEx, which I'm not sure what the reason for that is, but maybe they can't get USPS deliveries. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to package this up and send it via FedEx. This is something I just relisted yesterday, and it sold already in, 2 hours after I relisted it, it sold. I probably had it at like $12.99, and maybe I dropped it down to $9.99. I can't remember for sure, but it's going out tonight, so let me go grab a piece of cardboard and then get it out of here. All right, I'm just going to put it in an envelope, but I'm going to put a piece of cardboard in here first. I want to make it a little bit stiff when it goes through the mail, so I think it'll fit in here, and this will fit here. And then I'm just going to, it's just a little masking tape to hold it down. Probably not necessary, but we'll do it. It's not going to hurt anybody. Here, Pineapple running around down here, snuck down while I wasn't paying attention. Pineapple, where are you? Come here. So that should fit right in there. Double it up. I I want this the other way. And then we'll double this over, tape it down, call it good. So very little going out tonight. I mean, it's still relatively early. I think it's like 8:30. So we could get some more sales tonight, but I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, but sometimes it's just the ups and downs of these sales. Feels like I'm making some kind of a mistake. Like, how can I sell $500 one day and then $10 the next day? This kind of stuff happens all the time. It's been since last 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 weekends ago, I had a really strong 3 or 4 days, like Columbus Day weekend. And then since then, it's just been slow. All right, I'm gonna get a label for this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're all set with a FedEx label. I am slightly worried about this now that I've got scams on the brain, because the buyer contacted me, asked would you be able to send it by FedEx, and then after purchasing it, there's a note that says make sure not to include any identifying materials in the box. So usually that's a drop shipper if they don't want you to put a like an invoice or anything like that. That's typically somebody they're buying something and having you ship it to their customer. I don't know. In any event, I got this wrench for 58 cents. And it was at an estate sale, so I just bought a bunch of stuff there and then averaged out the price. So 58 cents for that wrench. I sold it for $9.99. I told the guy that the shipping, if it's going through FedEx, the shipping's going to be kind of high, and he said fine. So I charged him $9.49 shipping, and the actual shipping that I just paid for, the actual cost was $6.69. So I'm making about $2 and something on that, on the shipping. And then the eBay fees were $3.06. So we're down to $9.15 profit. So right now, that's all we made today, $9.15, which has got to be, except for an occasional day where I don't have any sales, this must be the worst sales day I've ever had. So let's see. We just had, as of yesterday, our average profit per day is 181. And I need that number to be 193 in order to reach my goal for the year. But it dropped down this week as sales were just kind of slow, and it's down to 181. So now when I put this $9.15 in, it drops down to $173. So I got a lot of making up to do to get back up to 193 again. It's going to be a tough road. I need to have several. Let's see what happens if I get a $200 day. $200 day only goes up to 174. So let's see, we get a $500 day. 187, we're still below. So we need to have several very strong days in a row in order to get this number up. And it doesn't have to be exactly 193, because I think November and December will make up for any shortfalls in October. But if we had an average of 193 all throughout October every single day, then I would feel confident that we're going to reach the $50,000 goal for the year. But yeah, it's going to be tough. So today I put a 15% off sale on anything in my shop that's older than 45 days. So hopefully that will boost sales up a little bit. But I just did a 20% off sale, and that actually did get quite a lot of sales through that. But I don't want to try that again. I'm trying this 15% off, and we'll see where that goes. All right, that's it for tonight. Hopefully more sales will come in. If they do, I'll post about them in the community post section of YouTube. So look for that. That's usually, I'm just trying to document every single thing that gets sold here. So if they don't get filmed, then I write about them there in the community post. So subscribe and you'll see those pop up in your feed. But that's it. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.